Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
My name's Graeme Porter. I live in Nelson. I'm an apprentice aluminium joiner, work at Design Windows Nelson, and I race the TQ Midget. I live with a daughter, Lily Rose. She's almost 4. Spending quality time with her, it can be difficult, but we get there. Family is most important. Lily, you want breakfast? Basically, my disability is pretty much my speech. I have trouble reading, writing, English. What's that? Sometimes I have to say things about 5 times so people can understand it. I used to speak really fast, but if it's a new person, I've learned to slow down and try and speak clearly.
What it affects is mainly he asks me for quite a bit, like how do you spell stuff or how do you read this. But you just get to a point where you just help him and then he just improves on himself. What else do you need to do today, apart from work?
Work. Well, I'll see you in the mirror today, do the speech and put him pen to pen. I met my wife Nessa at school. It was originally a swimming sport, because she used to be a competitive swimmer, and I was 5th form, so she liked me since then, and I was chasing other birds then, and we didn't start going out until we both had left school.
What I love about Graeme is his personality and how fun he can be. Also, he makes me smile every morning with quirky comments.
She's always there for me, and we always look out for each other, and Lily Rose is pretty much the important thing in both our lives.
Uh-oh, Dad got your nose. You might have a disability, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're in love, you just see past it. As a romantic lover, he has a side effect of doing things. Like when he proposed to me, he just didn't get down on one knee or anything. He just said, "Will you marry me?" He handed me a box with the ring in it. That's all he did. Things that I like for him to improve on in the relationship is help me out more around the house, especially when we both work, but he just comes home and just doesn't want to do anything because he's just had a big day. You brushed your teeth?
Yeah,
You haven't done that for a while.
I done it the other day.
Really?
Yeah, and you just don't notice it.
You haven't done it for so long, it's probably why. Small wishes are like, do maybe just have a night out from Lily and just be the 2 of us, even if it's 10-pond bowling or something fun that we can try and kick each other's ass in.
Yeah, he's just got so much drive for what he does. You know, it's like every job he has, you know, he puts everything into it. He's basically full on all the time. And if he does anything, like if he's going anywhere, he'll walk away, but then he just takes off and starts running.
Oh, he's not here. Oh.
He was walking by himself at 10 months old. He barely crawled. Physically, there's nothing wrong with him.
My disability was discovered when I was younger. Might have been even before I was at kindy.
Because when he was 2, he couldn't put 2 words together. So that's when they picked it up that he had a speech problem. Before he got to school, he had a teacher's aide at a kindy and had another extra session at kindy for his speech. School work is not very good English, but every other subject he was good at. He was in a special education class at high school. Sometimes he got picked on while he was in that class.
I did get bullied a little bit, but I stayed with a group of friends that supported me. And
we just guided him into what he wanted to do. No, if he wanted to play sport, we just encouraged him to what sport he wanted to play.
I've always been a sporty person. I can remember playing basketball at primary school, cricket, track and field. I used to play mainstream, but when I left school, I got introduced to Special Olympics. I was shy through school, so when I came to Special Olympics, it gave me the confidence to be a leader and end up being a global messenger. I've been the captain for many years in the nursing team. The athletes representative of the Board of Trustees of New Zealand for Special Olympics. I'm the athletes representative on Upper South Island. Ever since I went to World Summer Games in Shanghai, I decided to give something back to basketball. There's been many boys that have come through basketball that a little bit struggle with their skill level. I just pretty much say to them, if you miss the shot, keep going, because if you don't try, you don't succeed. And if they sit down, I'll just get them back up.
Wayne, you're in here as well. All right, guys, move up, not too far back. Remember, you're going to make it difficult for them, not impossible, right? So, yeah, I'll split up a little bit because there's no gaps. So, Graeme, Oscar, come forward.
Alex is my basketball coach. He is an old retired maths teacher that he used to be my maths teacher in fifth form. He's a good role model for me and other athletes.
Any hand you want. I was Graeme's mentor in his role as athletes representative on the New Zealand Board of Trustees for Special Olympics. He's a very responsible, loving young man who's totally inclusive. You know, he doesn't pass judgment on anybody else.
And you can see a good pass to Hayley, and that's already there, and hasn't got a guy marking it.
Yeah.
He's very competitive. He wants to win. And when he's playing, he will play his hardest until his team are in front. When they're in front, he eases back and makes sure that the weaker players in his team get shots. If the other side catch up, then Graeme tries to put on a spurt to get ahead again, and the whole process is repeated. And I have him on sometimes because there are times when that tactic comes unstuck and his team doesn't win.
I'll just say mini sports.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good enough to me.
Being a global messenger, I'm a leader, and at the moment I'm preparing for a speech for parent group. I'm a little bit nervous. It's been a little bit special and elected athletes group on the board of trustees.
Yep. Is there anything that's going to make you nervous when you're speaking to this group tomorrow?
I know sometimes I speak too loud, too fast, and so I'm just going to mumble up some words, so I'm just going to have to slow down and take my time in.
And parent to parent, as far as I can remember, is dealing with parents who've got kids who've got some sort of difficulty one way or another. So I think it's well worth mentioning that you have risen so far that while I was away overseas last year, that you actually took it. You took the whole session for 6 weeks. That's what you're capable of doing now. That's a significant achievement, I think. That looks good. Do you want your pen back now?
When Nissa goes to work on the Sunday, they tend to walk into town together and walk to Queen's Garden and feed the ducks, or go to Founders Park.
As a father with Lily Rose, he's really good. He gets involved with her anything that she wants to do. The only thing that he doesn't like doing is reading her stories, but he makes up stories, which is the main thing. Lily finds it hard when he just rambles on and she can't understand. And yeah, she gets frustrated with him if she can't understand what he's trying to say. But we've told Graeme to slow down and he does.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I know that last time.
All right. Another one. All right, aim for that one. Oh no, I'm gonna only have one kid. Lily, she's just such a good girl, and she's just got a personality of her own, and just a mix of both of us. With the challenges, sometimes I'm away quite often with Special Olympics, playing sport or work, and it's a wee bit hard sometimes when I'm away and Lily misses her dad so much. Overloads a little bit and get in the way, but it's a challenge, but we get through there. Within my apprenticeship, my work ethic's always been quite high, and if the boss is happy, I'm happy. If you give them respect, you get respect back.
Graeme's one of our aluminium fabricators. He essentially makes the doors for us, quite technical. When we took Graeme on, approximately 4 years ago, we did interview a number of people, because it's quite, Nelson's quite restricted for employment, and Graeme did stand out from the crowd. He's willing to learn and change, and put in my hand to help the team. From day one, Graeme's always been like that. He's almost first in every morning, usually last out as well.
Occasionally I seem to struggle with reading and writing and maths. If I get stuck on something, there's a computer system that's got the assembly details and I can always ask the more experienced guys. Since we own a mortgage and I'm the main breadwinner, I will work as hard as I can, the best as I can, and any overtime that I get goes to help the family and help fund my race car. That's my TQ midget from the first season I started racing. That's the front of the season. It's similar paint job but different sponge layout. And that's my third season, and Design Windows came on board with a 4-year contract. I've been in Speedway for a wee while now. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't like me racing the cars.
Graeme Speedway, I hate it. It's not my thing, but it's his. But I'll just support him as much as he wants.
I spend probably a little bit too much time either working on it, racing it, or spending probably a little bit of money that I sometimes don't have.
Things on his plate with Special Olympics and everything else, like his basketball and Fulton Hogan League, and it just does take a bit out of us. He does tend to forget, especially at Speedway. If I come out and watch him, he tends to forget that me and Lee are there watching. And he goes and sees everybody else, but apart from us.
I wonder sometimes if he's overcommitting himself. I know he's got lots and lots of interests, and he loves them all, but whether he should sort of ease back on some of them. Once you marry and you have kids, that's your priority.
Is that Daddy's race car? Is that? No, that's Aiden's motor. Do you like Daddy racing? Is it fun to watch Dad race?
He's not really a person that takes you on a date. No. He'd rather just go to Speedway track and watch Speedway. That's our date, apparently. Unless your friends make you go out on a date or just a night to yourselves, it's not really a date. You just sit in the movies, or he's like, Speedway track instead. It's like... You always get bored. It was 7 years ago since we've been on a date.
Really? He hasn't taken you for a date for 7 years?
No.
That's useless.
No. You tell lies, Nurse. We did go on a movie night in February.
That wasn't really a date, though.
Yes, it was a movie and we were alone.
Oh, careful, no, careful.
So it was a date night.
And what would your ideal date be?
A really nice home-cooked meal, just alone time, no Speedway talk. Come on, take me on a date.
You'll get there one day. Just waiting for the mayor so we can go talk to her and introduce myself and learn tips about public speaking. So.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Jenny.
Graeme.
Hello, Graeme. Nice to meet you.
Good.
I work for the mayor. Just go through that way.
The last one.
Oh, okay.
Porter, thanks.
Graeme, really nice to meet you. I'm
Yeah.
Rachel. Lovely to have you here.
Yeah, you too.
You got held up in traffic?
Yeah, just along Mox Road.
Oh, it's a problem at the moment.
Yep.
It is. Do you want to come into the office?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
come on through. Come through. Do you get nervous? I get nervous. I still get nervous public speaking. So
Yeah.
do you get nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Pretty much there's that odd butterfly.
Yeah.
And if I struggle, I'll just say it later on during the speech. So it's part of my disability, so I'm just trying the best I can. Since you're well and Mia, do you have any tips of public speaking that you could give me?
I think the main thing with public speaking is to be yourself, Graeme. So I think to be authentic, and people have come to hear you talk, so they want to hear your story. So just remember, it's you, tell your story, and then people will engage with you through the speech. Look, another thing I think is really important is that if you've got something you feel passionate about, and you want to talk to people about that, don't be afraid to put out a challenge, because you've got the opportunity to really influence people through this role and make them think about life differently. So, positive challenges, ask the audience to question themselves and think about what they're doing to make this a better community.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a real pleasure.
And I hope that we'll keep in touch for, see if you can hand out some ribbons or something at a Special Olympic event.
I'd love to do that, Graeme. So where's next?
Next, I think we're having lunch.
Okay.
Then we've got the parent public speech.
Yeah. There's one more.
What? I locked the keys in the car that's got my speech in it for the presentation. Oh well, this is what happens when you rush things. Well, got it. Yeah, got my speech now.
It takes great courage to do public speaking. So the man I will be introducing is no stranger to challenges in his life. And so it takes great pleasure for me to welcome and introduce to you today, Graeme Porter.
Hi, my name's Graeme Porter. I was a shy person at school. In big crowds, I had trouble speaking, writing, and reading. I've been in Special Olympics for about 12 years now, and that gave me the confidence to play sport. My parents thought that I had. They never said no to the activities or support they gave me. They supported me right through school and still are. One thing that I want to say is we all have got a disability in one way or another. And if sometimes they don't show it, but they can see ours, but they can't see it, and we can't see theirs. I'm buying a suit for a date night tonight. This one? How about this one? No? This one. This one. Does Daddy look good? Mum? Yeah. I'm cooking a cannelloni, garlic, spinach, basil, 2 cans of tomato, cantaloupe tube. I would class it as a date, but last time would have been to the pictures alone in Christchurch in February. Yeah, chop. She'll class it as it wasn't a meal, but we did have popcorn and... Yeah, grab that box. No, he ran away. No, I'm not a romantic man, but I think it can impress her. There you go. Right, we got the butter, garlic, spinach, basil, block of cheese, milk. Yeah, let's go. Stop now. No, Lily. Huh? Good girl.
What are you up to?
Cooking Nessa for something for tea, that something romantic. Well, it's in the oven. Him. And there goes dinner. Oh, butchered it. That's why. Yeah. Pudding is putting that with me.
It's not that bad. Just your race cars, isn't it?
No. Who brought up Speedway?
I didn't bring up Speedway, I brought up race cars.
Still, no new race car, but it's Speedway.
Juste un jour encore, si je t'avais quitté vite et sans détour, aurais-je retracé ton...
Cheers.
Thanks, baby.
He told me that he'd had 2 serious goals. One was to get married, which he did, and the other was to be a father, which he's achieved.
What are your wishes in life?
Just to be happy and pretty much just enjoy what we do without too much stress.